want you to prepare yourself not just for how you deal with the words you've received, but I want you to know that in every word you receive, the devil always comes with another word. Well, how did the devil come in and really rob Adam and Eve of what God had for them? He didn't come and put them in spiritual warfare. He just came with another word. And so when they believed the word, watch this, that the enemy released in their ear, the word that God gave was no longer relevant, and they could only manifest the word they believed. So it's important that if we're going to walk into restoration and all that God has for us, that we believe what he said and don't look for another word. Touch your neighbor and say, don't look for another word. So you have to trust God in every process that you're in. And what God did for me, he never takes you out of Egypt without giving you more than what you had. I need you to understand, for whatever God allows you to go through and come out of, he never places you in another place, a new place, without giving you more than what you had. So the first thing that we must get is we must learn to possess, not just inherit. Okay? And I need you to write these points down, because when you walk away, I want you to meditate on how God wants to manifest them. You need to learn how to possess and not just inherit, because inheriting, watch this, is a legal transfer, but possessing is a spiritual takeover. Most of us have sat back and waited on the legal transfer, but we've never really possessed what he's given to us. And so many people will shout at the reading of the will, but they'll stumble at the war for what was promised to them. God gave them the land, but they still had to fight for it, okay? Because inheritance is free, but possession is costly. Because God in the promise don't want to just sit back and not, watch this, be involved. But he wants to do it with you. Touch somebody and say, God wants to do this with you. Anything you do that's not doing it with God, you can't trust it, okay? Inheritance gives us ownership on paper, but possession gives you dominion in reality. You must shift from waiting on miracles to working with mastery, okay? I need to talk about the difference between inheritance and entitlement. Inheritance maybe then in possession, because inheritance is like entitlement, but inheritance is what's legally yours because of the covenant. So you have things that belong to you because you're in covenant that you did not earn, you just received it. It was granted by grace. It was not gained by your grind or your hustle. These things were given to you by inheritance, but inheritance just gives it to you legally. But possession is about the execution. It's what's functionally yours because of your action. You step into possession by obedience through faith with a strategy.